It sits across from the Ross Bay Cemetery, small, tucked away, and in much better shape than it used to be.
I think the neighbors referred to it as an eyesore, and I think they were quite right.
And while Ross Bay Villa looks beautiful now, with trees and flowers, it was a different story 14 years ago.
It had, rusty cars and moldy couches outside, and it had been changed on the outside quite a bit, so it looked like it needed a lot of work.
And after the Land Conservancy bought it, restoration, research, and commitment began to transform this house.
It's taken quite a bit of time. It's been almost 14 years, 13 and a half years of restoration conservation.
Built in 1860, the TLC decided to restore the house to its original state when the Roscoe family first lived here. Originally from Liverpool, England, Francis Roscoe moved his family into this home. He was an MP in Ottawa at the time.
He was fighting very hard for BC's rights and trying to get the railroad to come here, which he eventually did.
After living here for 14 years, the Roscoes moved out, and there were a few more families who called Ross Bay Villa home. There are only a handful of houses from this era left in Victoria, so it was important for the group of volunteers to save it.
If we hadn't done the work, and if it hadn't been saved by TLC, it would have become a neighborhood pub. And this old gem, one of the few survivors from the 1860s, would have been demolished.
From finding the right furniture, to researching the family's background, to tracking down descendants, to recreating the floor, all of this work was done on Saturdays by countless volunteers. And now you can take a look inside when it opens this weekend on August 4th.
The house will be officially opened by the Lieutenant Governor, and we'll have, tours of the house, and we'll have cream tea on the lawn with, live music, and the grounds are open for free.
As for the future, that's still being worked on. It is a working house with offices in it, but whether it will offer regular tours is something the TLC will be looking at. In Victoria, I'm Sucheta Singh.